What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, hanging out with my co-host, Don. And you know what? I think I should be on this side of you, Don. There we go.
There we go.
Today we got a very special episode. We're hanging out with Chance and Liz. This episode is called The Transition. Let's go. Here we go.
The motherfucking Loud Spot.
All right, before we get the show started, I do want to remind everyone to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check us out on all podcasting platforms. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get notifications. And now here we go with the show. Chance, I'm going to tell us, before we start this, actually, I do want to say one thing. I've been trying to get Chance to come on this podcast, not too long, but he was very adamant about not coming on the podcast until his wife convinced him to do so. Mm-hmm. So welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm happy you both are here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so this episode is called The Transition, and this is a very important episode to us because, well, Chance, why don't you go ahead and give a little bit about your background? The quiet one.
What do you want to know? So
you were born a female.
Yes.
Okay, so being born a female, and how old are you now?
I'm 29 years old.
And when did you start the transition process from female to male?
February 14th, 2018.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Wow.
Did you choose that day for a reason?
Love, baby.
It kind of just worked out that way, really, because we had to plan everything and we had to take off work and it worked out. We had to that day was so crazy. I mean, getting there, we didn't get his medication until like 9:00 at night. And then we had to drive all the way back to Oklahoma. It was a whole process because if you do it in Oklahoma, you have to have a psych eval. You have to have all different steps that you have to go through. We went to Kansas. It was easy. It was simple.
Okay, so hold on. So in order for you to transition from male to female, or I would assume female to male even, right? Any of transition, in Oklahoma, you have to have a psych evaluation first. So
say something.
What? Go ahead, Don.
How old were you at the time? I know you said it was back in 20. How old were you at the time?
I was like 26.
Okay. So in my opinion, any grown ass person, I'm sorry, I'm outspoken and I'm blunt.
Go ahead.
If you are a grown ass person and you want to choose, why you got to go? That don't make no damn sense. For younger, not of age, consenting adults, you know what I mean? That's one thing. But for someone that's a grown ass person, third time, yes, y'all get through your thick ass heads. Third time, why? Why would they need to get a psych evaluation if they are consenting? It just don't make no damn sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
I agree if you are a minor child under the age, it's like, let's say you're 14, 15 years old, because you might change your mind later on in life because teenagers go through some
I say 21 because you've hit that point in your life where you know beyond the shadow of a doubt,
Right.
You are a consenting adult. You can vote. You can buy alcohol. You can buy a firearm, whatever. 21 years. What the hell?
That's why.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm blunt.
That's why we went to Kansas, because we knew that we could go there. We could get what we needed to get done. And it just happened to fall on Valentine's Day. And we went back to Oklahoma and we stayed in a hotel and I gave him his first shot. And I almost every single one except maybe a handful. And I love every single minute of it because
I could just stab my person out of love.
When we met, it was her. And I automatically was like, I fell in love with his smile. That off jump, I was just like, that's my heart melted.
Yeah.
I want to ask, first of all, several things. One is
I'm in love with the person, not the gender.
There you go. Yeah, it's love.
The very first shot that you had, was that a rush of emotions and feelings, knowing that this is it? Because you can take the first shot, you take one shot's probably not going to do a whole lot, right? I don't know. Does it? Does one shot do a whole lot? No. A testosterone shot? That's what it was?
Explain to us that do not know, because I do not. Explain to us the transition process of what these injections are.
All I know is it's made my mental fucked up.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
elaborate for that?
Yeah, elaborate on that.
Elaborate, babe.
So, off jump, the menstrual cycle stops.
Mm-hmm.
The
Immediately?
yes, it stops, and then you go with the body shifting. Like all the weight goes to all the muscle. Like it shifts.
Okay.
His ass was different. Like
Okay.
So you noticed the physical.
every bit of it.
Now, Chance, did you also notice the physical change? Like, did you feel the physical changes? So we're talking to maybe somebody out there who's struggling with this idea, maybe wanting to do it, maybe not want to do it. That's why it's so important for you, both of you, to be on this show. So that way someone might either want to do it or decide, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. Did you notice the feelings, physical feelings, almost immediately, or did that take some time? Is it something that you even noticed at all?
It was immediately.
Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell your butt cheeks were different. Yeah, immediately.
His confidence, like it was boosted because he felt like himself. You know, like he got that, like, oh, okay, like
There I am. It's been hiding.
right, like okay,
Right.
and even like we've been on vacation and he hasn't had top surgery, and
Mhm.
that's something that obviously is a lot of money, and you know that's another conversation.
Right.
However, we were on vacation and he wanted to take his shirt off and be comfortable and take it off.
Was that
Take it off.
Did you take it off?
He absolutely
took
did.
it.
You did.
He absolutely did.
I took it the fuck off.
You did. It was amazing. If anybody ever tried to say anything, I wish a motherfucker would.
There you go, baby.
Wish a motherfucker
Stay
would.
in your lane, bitches. Bye.
Act your wage.
See what
There you
she
go.
see what she's my co-host?
Yeah.
She don't give a fuck, man. I
I
love
don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. He's very reserved, and I'm very like,
Oh shit. That's okay. I guess I knocked off my chest because
I'm very
my ring light there.
I'm very in your face. And
So you're what you need to be nowadays, because if not, people will run over you. They'll try to intimidate you, and you're like, "Bitch, please, who the fuck are you?"
whenever, like, my biggest, whenever people see him, it makes me so happy because he'll come up to my job and they'll see him and they're like, "Oh, your husband." Like they don't see it any different. They don't.
Right.
They don't know anything unless they're part of the LGBT.
I want to go back to the first day I met Chance. We worked for different companies, but we worked similar jobs. We were at the same building at the same time. And when I met him out, I couldn't tell. I was like, is that a guy? Because you had a beard. Yeah, you have, and it's actually grown in thicker since I've met you the first time I met you. Looks good too. But I was like, is that a guy or is that? I couldn't really tell. And it's because you still kind of have some feminine features, but you also have some masculine features.
He also doesn't dress feminine.
He doesn't. And it wasn't until I stalked your Facebook, I realized I had a feeling this might have used to been a girl, and I wasn't sure. And I immediately was like, it's 4 a.m, and I was kind of hammered. I was like, hey, you come on my podcast. I want to talk about this. And Chance was like, pretty much the next day, were you drunk?
Just to make you feel better, he drunk calls me too.
Shut up, Don. And then we're working, and the first time you went into a male's bathroom, because I was literally, look, people are curious about this kind of topic. Okay, not everyone wants to ask these questions because people don't want to be offensive or get you don't want to offend people, right? Luckily, Chance and Liz, super cool. And I told Chance I'm going to ask some questions. I was in the bathroom at the courthouse taking a shit. Okay. I did not know it was you until I was washing my hands. I see you walk out. I was taking a big old steamer and I hear someone sit down the toilet next to me. And I'm always like trying not to fart too loud if someone's sitting next to me, like just because I was like, you don't want to do that.
You are not shy anywhere else, and you're telling me you're shy in the shitter.
I'm shy around strangers. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
And I'm sitting there, and I hear this person sit down next to me, and all I hear is pee. I hear no farting noises or nothing like that. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I wonder if that was Chance because I'd never seen him use the restroom before. And I'm washing my hands, and here comes Chance out of the stall. And I was curious, did you use the male's bathroom or the female's bathroom? And we know.
Do you know how brave?
Yes. Yes.
You have to be. Yeah.
Able to walk in to a male's bathroom.
Yes.
We've been on vacation across many states, and every single time he goes into the male's bathroom, and I wait right outside that door every single time.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest fear, like
someone trying to whip your ass, someone trying to.
You're cool.
Yeah, no.
What happens if we go into
Someone's
some
not
country
cool.
bumpkin ass state?
Yeah.
Feel some.
Hey, I live in a bumpkin ass state.
So do we.
We do too, but I'm just saying, like,
I'm teasing you, baby. I'm teasing you.
it's been pretty scary.
Well, here's a question I have. Actually, it's more of a statement. Okay, because I live in one of these bumpkin ass states. Not for real. I'm in Alabama, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm bush trained, but if I don't want to stop and go, and I don't have any other options, and I'll do that. But if not, and I go to the bathroom, there's somebody in the women's bathroom, and this heifer is taking forever. Please don't think that I will not knock on that man's bathroom door and say, "Anybody in there?"
Yes.
Nobody's answering. I'm going to pee.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I'm locking the door, but I'm going to pee.
I will piss on the side of the road if it were back road.
Right.
I got to go.
The very first time you walked into a male's bathroom, first, was it scary for you? And
Yes.
how much? Because Chance is very quiet and reserved kind of, person. So for you to build up the confidence to do that and then actually go in, was it like not only scary, but were you nervous?
Yes. I fucking held my piss in until nobody was in the bathroom.
I said sometimes I just don't feel like fucking whipping it out.
Yeah.
You're just gonna sit down sometimes and just do it. But so you're worried? Are you worried that? And I did the exact same thing you're probably worried about. Someone sitting next to you taking a shit, and all they hear is pee coming out. You're probably worried about, and here I am fucking saying it. See, so but I guess it does happen. But I also thought that, I think, because I was thinking it could have been you. And if you were not there in the courthouse, I mean, people could do that anyways. I don't know if that would have crossed my mind, I guess.
Yeah.
And
What about him?
microphone.
What about him intrigued you to want to talk to him? And
Well,
because us being here, it's amazing, and thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm so excited.
I'm genuinely curious to answer your question from my side.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's not every day you get to meet someone who's going through a transition who would be considered transgendered, right? You don't meet, and then for me to actually get along with somebody and be able to talk to them, the odds of that really happening ever again in my life, I don't hang out in places that you would typically, I don't hang out at gay bars
Right.
So the odds of me just meeting someone transgendered, unless I just don't know they are, I think would be, the opportunity presented itself. And I thought it was an important topic to talk about. And that's why,
Yeah.
and when I see something and I like something, I go for it.
I mean, we're pretty cool too.
Yeah, and yes, yes, you guys are both pretty cool. Yeah, yes. So you being a lesbian, would you consider yourself? Would that be correct to say a lesbian?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
then my entire life.
Entire life, you've been a lesbian. Okay. Now, Chance, born a female, you guys first started dating, and now you two are married. Okay. Chance, when you got married, were you still a female or classified, what would it be? Pronouns or was it pronouns?
I was
He?
still she.
You were still a she.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did that affect you, Liz, when Chance decided that she wanted to be a he? Because you, as a lesbian, you're attracted to females. And now Chance has a beard. Okay. And is more masculine looking. Did that affect your relationship? I know you said you're in love with the person, not the gender, and I get that, but was it a hard pill for you to swallow?
Are you really ready for this?
I'm ready. Oh, that's why I brought you.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why I brought you on the
Are
show.
you really ready?
Should I hit my micro penis button real quick?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
what the real question he's asking?
We're on the micro penis button.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, do it. One more time.
Micro penis.
Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, so meeting.
The real question he's asking is,
Hold on.
was it a big difference between vagina and penis?
No, that's not what I was asking.
No.
I'm fucking with you.
But that could have been a real question.
Like meeting, it was Krista. When
Mhm.
It was she. It was her. I
Mhm.
was like, oh my god!
Mhm.
And then it was a conversation that we had. It was a deep conversation, and I want him to be happy. I want him to be who he wants and needs to be. I'm not going to stay or stand in front of that.
And say that's love right there.
It has been hard because
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to
Me.
men
She's not attracted to me.
at all. But he has compromised in ways that we are able, like,
You understand each other.
like I shave his chest, I shave his back.
So you're
And
getting chest
I'm
hairs
okay
from
with
your.
that. I told him you can have all of this. Like, I don't care, but I'm
I have hair everywhere.
Yes.
How hard is it getting
I
used
take care of that.
So technically,
We compromise,
There you go.
100%.
so growing hair. So when you take this, I just never thought about that. When you take testosterone pills, I mean, everyone has hair kind of everywhere, but you have chest hair now.
It's
even.
not pills, it's shots.
Oh, shots. Sorry, not pills. Shots. You get chest hair too.
Oh, everywhere.
Do you get?
Everywhere.
Hold on. Now, being born a female, right? Taking these testosterone shots. Weird sex question here. Does it make you like horny? Like, do the testosterone, or does it make you less horny because you have the estrogen still in your
You could lead
system?
him around. You could lead him around. If he had the actual dick, you could lead him around. I mean,
So the testosterone does make you.
oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Because I think if I was on testosterone, I'd be hella horny. But I'm a guy. But being naturally filled with estrogen, right? Like as most women have the estrogen. Not most. I think all women have more estrogen than guys have testosterone, right? That's.
I had to
I'm not a
catch up.
doctor, but I think that's the thing.
I had to catch up.
Oh yeah, you had to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's so you have chest hairs and you shave it all because you still like a female body.
Like I said, it's a compromise. It's a compromise.
Could you still so as far as surgeries go, you haven't had anything done with your chest yet, right? And that's super expensive. Is there any surgeries as far because like men, if they want to transition to a woman, they can go ahead and get their dick chopped off, right? Women, you can't chop anything off there, but can you grow something or have surgery to grow something? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and it would still feel good. And have you looked into it? I mean,
I've looked into it a lot. My best friend, he's about to get his done in where? Thailand.
oh,
And
But they take like skin grafts from.
I don't think
in
that-
Bangkok.
I would never do it. I would never do it. I'll keep
You would
what
never
I
do
have.
it. You won't do it.
I'll keep what I have
That is the only thing that I'm not.
and
You
get
can
get rid of my
this.
chest.
So then would you
Okay, so you don't plan on having you're not planning on Having a penis? Is that what you said?
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
I'm micro penis.
I already pushed the button 2 times. Not going to push it again.
So I was just curious how that worked. You were transitioning. I was assuming that was part of the transition. So thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. I mean, we just need a strap on.
Strap on works just fine.
Fun sex toys. There you go.
Yeah.
Really, for me, for him, is for him to be able to go out in public and be identified as he. Him.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that. Okay. You have to do that yourself. Chance, you have to do
Mm-hmm.
that yourself also. Coming from someone who's not you.
It was my wife, and then
How-
I had to come back and be like, "Oh, this is my husband." This
How-
is me.
Yeah.
Awkward at first for you because not only are you going through the transition, she's going through it with you. And as awkward as maybe you're feeling and having the courage to do this, she's also feeling like, do I want for her to stay with you during this whole process? Because it has to be not a very comfortable feeling at times for you because you're used to calling him a her, and now you got to call him a him. And did you go back and forth with that for a little bit before you felt comfortable enough to stay with the word him?
There's honestly there's a couple times that
You slip up.
It's very rare, but it does happen. It does happen. But
And does that offend you at all, or do you correct her, or you just leave it alone? And
it is what it is. Like
I need a button that says you done fucked up.
I corrected her a time or two,
it's never like malicious though.
but it's
ever.
been like
No,
years
it's-
ago.
It's out of habit more than anything
Right,
else.
Right.
Well, when you're out in public and someone addresses you, is it offensive to you?
Yeah. He, him, and you
Mhm.
address him as such. And I'm
For people that don't understand the pronoun usage, sometimes it's hard for them and they don't mean to be offensive. It's just they don't understand.
we never ever get offensive or throw it in anybody's face.
That is
Ever.
so sweet of y'all.
Sure.
Because a lot of people just don't understand.
A lot of
No.
people will throw it, and I've said this before. You know, I don't know if I've ever said it on the show, but we had a band on the show a long time ago that
Mm-hmm.
when I first started, and it was a female fronted band. And I kept on addressing her as her, and I didn't realize she was getting upset by it till after the show. I found out that she was a they them and not a her, even though she was a female, born female, still a female. She did not want to be called a her. She wanted to be a they or them or whatever. I don't understand the whole fucking thing.
I really don't either. And
Well, see, here's the thing that, with me is just give some clarity on what you prefer, and just understand that you do have assholes out there that are just assholes and want to be malicious, and
You need to be
you know, but 99% of the time people just don't understand and they don't know. So just some clarification if they make a mistake without not you guys. You guys, y'all are just the sweetest. But I mean, there's a lot of fucking Karens out there.
yes, ma'am.
You know what?
Yes, ma'am.
When Chance first came over to my house or before we did this podcast, you know, his wife was out of the car. I give her a hug. First time meeting Liz, I give her a hug. And I see
Mhm.
Chance. And Chance is now, in my mind, a male, right?
Mhm.
Because I know he used to be a her. I know that transition. So I immediately go for, what's up, bro? Like,
Right.
It was like awkward. I was like, should I also give him a hug? Because I don't know what to do. I didn't know. So we did the whole handshake. What's up? You know, the whole handshake. thing.
Right.
What's up kind of thing. And, you know, not only it's not uncomfortable for me, but I can promise you, I would just assume that people that don't know you, that don't know, now you have the beard. So people may not even think twice about it. But going through the transition, some people might have felt awkward around you. And did you sense that awkwardness? And how did you confront that? Does that hurt your ego at all? Like, does that make you feel like belittled, or you just understand? Like,
I just ignore it.
yeah, is that like your
Yeah.
mechanism to not feel bothered by something? Just ignore it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people will just they'll act out of fear because they fear what they don't understand.
It does bother him. It does.
Yeah.
And we, as soon as he comes back out of the store and says whatever, like we talk about it, but he
Yeah.
once he's never aggressive with anybody, and that's why I love. That's why it's my best friend.
He's
Like,
so sweet.
it sucks because seeing what he was when we first met and when we got married, and seeing what he is now, he's like, they still see me as female, and I'm just like, babe. Like, if anybody knew,
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
from there till now, it's fucking, crazy.
I don't know that that's true that people see us, because I didn't know you at all.
His voice was so.
Yeah, no, I know, and you were mentioning that the voice changes, but I will say this: we're gonna play a song here by the Ghost Town Rebellion called "Rabbit Hole" in a second. But I will say this: meeting you for the first time, I did not think that you were a female, but I thought you had feminine features. But your beard threw me completely off. And I was like, hey, some guys just might look a little feminine. I didn't know.
I'm just a pretty boy.
So I don't think people see you as a female. I don't think that would be accurate now, especially with your beard, the way it's even grown and thicker, like I said, since I first met you. I don't think people see you as a female. I think genuinely people probably see you as a male. I don't know during the whole transition process, but I would say as of like today, sitting in front of me, I would have thought you were just a dude.
Mm-hmm.
With a big old wiener, probably.
I mean, I always get addressed as sir. He.
Does that make you feel better about like what, like, that what you're doing? Because you can look yourself in the mirror all day. Like, I could work out for like 1 week and look in the mirror and be like, oh, look at me, I'm getting all buff. But really, no one's gonna fucking notice except for me, right? Do you feel like other people finally now officially see you as a male?
Yes, 100%.
See you for who you really are, right?
Right. I'm talking on the phone to like my bank or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
But even my nieces and nephews call him Uncle Chance.
That's wonderful.
I want to address him as so.
I want to talk about your name.
Addresses him.
I want to talk about your name, Chance. I want to get into religion, and I'm going to some other childhood stuff. Okay,
that's gonna be.
But
good.
and this is going to be a lot longer than 30 minutes. But before we get into that, we do want to play the Ghost Town Rebellion. Don't forget, people, this is a rock podcast, and we do play rock music and also all kinds of other music. Ghost Town Rebellion's one of my favorite bands that have been on the podcast. Love them. This song called Rabbit Hole. They have new songs out now, but this song is one of my favorites. Came out about a year ago, something like that. You can find them on my podcast. Just look up the Loud Spot, the Ghost Town Rebellion. Super cool dudes. They love fucking Star Wars. And here is their song, Rabbit Hole.
Da-da-da-da.
Late nights, nice words, got along with
you go. The Ghost Town Rebellion. Rabbit Hole. Great song. Love the band. Love the people. Backstage, we're sitting there talking. I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about. Say the whole. I kind of know because Chance figured it out for me. Go ahead.
It's fucking boiled peanuts.
Boiled peanuts.
Yes. Boiled peanuts.
What do you not understand about boiled peanuts?
You know what I was saying?
I heard
boiled penuts.
I heard boiled peanuts. I was like, boiled? It's bold. And then Chance is like, boiled. I was like, okay, so boiled, like in the water, boiling water, peanuts.
Boiled peanuts.
It's our country accents, baby.
It is.
Yes, thank you.
It's like my wife says. My wife says, crowns. I'm like, crayon. I'm like, a crown goes on your head. A crayon something color with.
I agree with that.
It's not crown. It's crayon.
But it's boiled peanuts.
It's boiled.
Bold.
Boiled, yes.
She says Alabama has.
I love you.
She says
I love you, baby.
She says Alabama has some great bold peanuts. Is what her. She's actually said, "I love fucking Bama." Is what she said.
I love fucking Bama.
Yes.
Yes, we do actually.
Then she said, "Fuck Roll Tide."
Roll Tide, baby.
I did not.
War Eagle.
Do not catch me in the
That is blasphemous. Shut your mouth. Ain't no War Eagle.
My team sucks anyways. And I don't even watch football that much.
So next order of business.
Okay. We're going to talk. What was I going to bring up here? Oh, yeah. The name Chance. So you were born with the name, was it Christy?
No.
Krista.
Okay. The name Chance could also, and then another thing I thought about when I met you was like, that used to be a girl. I wasn't really sure.
Oh, that was an
what was the name Chance? Because that could be a male or female name.
Right.
You could have went with Steven or like Fred.
I went with Skylar.
Which is also kind of bi-genderish, right? Do you purposely pick? I mean, did you legally change your name? Or does your driver's license still say Krista?
It still says Krista.
Can you legally? So you just go by Chance. That's just something that you picked, that you go by. That's not your actual name. Are you going to try to change that officially to Chance? So you can, and what's the process of that?
It's a long ordeal.
They got to make sure you're not hiding from the government or fugitive or I mean, I would assume there's a big background check. You're changing your name. That's a little bit suspect, right?
They have to make sure that you don't have like anything that you're trying to hide from, and you have to go in front of the judge and like just tell them, hey, I just want to change my name. I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to like go up
and do like a background check and all that.
But now, Liz, you knew Chance as Krista when you first met. Is that correct?
Yes. So
not only did you now have to change the pronoun of what you called him, you also had to change the name. Hold on. Did you ever think about like other people in your life are going to have to go through this with you that are close to you that accept it? Did that ever like bother you or think like, fuck, what was that hard? Because people think like, in our own heads, we think and we don't think out loud a lot. And there's lots of things you think about that you don't mention. Did you consider other people's thoughts and what it might do to them?
Yeah. Yeah. My whole family still calls me Krista.
They do.
Oh.
They refuse to call you Chance.
My dad.
That's where the religion part
my
is coming.
grandpa.
We're going to talk about religion.
My aunt. Everybody still calls me Krista.
I get it now. The psych evaluation. They want you to go to counseling and stuff because that's a lot of adjustments to have to process and deal with.
You know what? I didn't think
I get that. Yeah, I get it now.
Man, you know,
that's a lot to have to deal with and go through. I can understand the need for counseling.
You know, I thought maybe the psych evaluation was because like you're not old enough to make your own decisions, but you're right.
I did too. I was kind of being an asshole about it. I get it now. That's a lot of adjustments for everyone.
Not only you, but the people that are close to you, right?
Yeah.
So how hard was it to start saying Chance instead of, sorry, I drink some beer, instead of Krista?
It really, honestly, it wasn't hard because I've accepted him since day one, no matter what. Did
you come home? No, first of all, you said
we were drunk as fuck. It was on my birthday. And yes, it was on my birthday. And I was like, babe, like, let's talk about this shit. Like, what do you really want? And he told me, he was like, I want to start the process of transitioning. And I was like, then let's fucking do it.
But
We started the process and we went to fucking Kansas and we got him his shit. And I gave him his first shot on Valentine's Day. And I like it is what it is. Like, I have struggled. We're gonna talk about that. All of it. Like,
you said you had a different name before Chance, right?
it was Skylar.
Okay, so
That was a trial name.
a trial name.
Yeah.
So it lasts like what, a few weeks, and then you went with Chance. Like, did you have like a bunch of names written down?
No.
You just went with Chance. You're like, Chance. You said fuck it because you're taking a chance.
Yeah, that's what I told. Like,
Yeah.
Right?
And it's kind of similar to my birth name.
Picture is still CR.
Chance.
C. Ritchie.
Okay.
Right.
H.
I mean, you could change your name to Sebastian. That's a cool name. That's a cool name. I think she'd like that.
I'm good, dude.
Y'all don't blow his ego. He's got enough ego.
Yeah, I got a figure for all of us over here. So your family still calls you Krista.
They are,
And
God bless their souls, they are Southern Baptist. And when I came into the picture, it didn't even matter. They hated me off jump.
just immediately,
like,
without even getting to know you, you're already
No.
hated because of their religion.
Right, because
That's the difference between religion and having a relationship with God. That's different.
That's right.
And I never, like, his grandma, RIP,
Mm-hmm.
she told us that we were going to hell. And she told us all these things that were just so mean. And I cried.
Oh, baby.
Because I could not disrespect her. But I don't know why she could come at me and say all these mean things.
Well, see, here's the thing that people don't understand.
We're not
In the Bible, it tells you that there's not any sin greater than the other. So they're not understanding that being judgmental and being mean is just as much of a sin as it is for what they consider what you're doing. People don't realize that.
No.
And the number one commandment in the Bible and with any relationship, with any religion, is to love. To love. That's it. One love.
I'll do it too. Let's go.
It's hard. It's been hard.
My grandma, for my birthday, it was probably 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She dropped my present off on her patio. She was like, "Pick it up." I picked it up, and it was scripture.
Oh my God.
And I hadn't even transitioning yet. I was still a lesbian, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
That
Dude.
shit hit deep.
That's like going.
That's what makes it hard.
Okay,
What makes you feel like you're doing something wrong.
That's what. Okay, so here's this story. You guys just went to a Noah Cyrus concert.
It was
okay?
amazing.
Yeah, they went to Noah Cyrus. People who don't know is a Miley Cyrus's younger sister.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she was. She plays a little more kind of indie music. Pretty cool stuff. I like the screamy shit, but it was good, and that's one of their favorite bands. They went to go see her live, and she's a supporter of the LGBTQ. I don't fucking. There's so many goddamn letters in it now. LGBT. Okay, LGBTQ. Okay, she's a big supporter of that, and so there was people there. Or was it one person?
Yeah, he was just there with his Bible, telling us.
Telling
all
you.
these-
And a microphone.
Oh yeah, he had his microphone.
And what all that does is throw flame to, like, you're not changing anyone's mind. Your grandmother dropping off scripture at your house is not going to change. You're not going to read the Bible like, oh my God, I'm no longer a fucking lesbian and I don't want to be a guy anymore. That's not the way. That's not the way. It doesn't work. It just
Quick question. Would you guys consider me a Christian?
No.
No? Why?
I consider you a good person.
I'm a Christian.
I consider you.
I'm a Christian.
I know you.
I know that I sin just as I sin like everybody else. I cuss. I smoke. And I'm bold. I'm bold as hell. But the number one thing God tells you to do, there's his 10 commandments. And ain't none of those 10 commandments tell you to belittle someone. It tells you to love.
And that's why whenever we hear these bad things, like as much as I want to lash out and say how the fuck I feel,
Mhm.
You hold
I
it in.
won't. I
Fuck,
hold
dude,
it
you're
in,
gonna
and
you're gonna explode one fucking day, man. You know that?
But
No,
that's the kind of people that gives Christianity and other religions a bad name.
because still,
Is
you
being so judgmental and hateful about it. You're not supposed to do that.
no.
Jesus went to the temples and started flipping tables and shit because he got tired of that kind of shit. Did y'all know that?
No.
Now you do. Now you do. Because they was wrong. They was wrong for being hateful. They was wrong for cheating and lying and stealing
Right.
and just making a mockery of everything of what his teachings were.
We was both raised in church, and we still both believe in God, and we
Yeah.
still thank the good Lord every day.
The problem with religion, and we're gonna get on this topic for a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
I think people need to hear this, and people want to hear it. Religion in America, the way
They use it as an attack.
well, it's supposed to be, and you go to church, they say, "Don't judge this, don't judge that." When I first moved to Oklahoma, I went to church, and some
Bible Belt,
fucking
baby.
white lady,
It's the
some older
Bible
white lady
Belt.
comes up to me and she goes, and I'm all tatted up, I had a mohawk at the time, on my eyeliner, I think I'm fucking cool, and she goes, "I just want to thank you." I go, "Thank me for what?" She goes, "For coming to church." I was like, "Why are you thinking of coming to church for?"
It was probably my aunt.
It probably was. It probably was her hand, and she has some boiled peanuts actually in her hand. So I don't know if she's like,
I don't kick your ass when I see you.
but no,
Boiled
she
peanuts.
she thanked me for going to church, and I was like, I felt like that was like I felt for some reason disrespected by that comment. I'm like, why wouldn't I go to church? Because she's looking at me, my tattoos, like I'm already a fucking sinner. We're all fucking sinners. Everyone's
Oh no. Let me say this. In my defense, I've done that. I've welcomed to people for coming to church. When I went to church, I don't anymore because organized religion to me has become.
I can't do organized religion.
I can't do it. I cannot do organized religion. I have a relationship with God and my Savior, and that's it.
Right.
I don't have to walk into a building because that building's give me money, bye, see you later. They don't give a damn.
Nope.
I'm not about that. I'm more of, hey, love, pass the love on, pay it forward. But here's the thing. I've welcomed people into church, but it was out of love. It wasn't out of judgment. However, but you get vibes. You know what people mean. You be picking up them vibes. So
I thought you were about to say picking my nose. I just kind of picked my nose a little bit. Okay.
I mean, it just walked hand in hand. There you go.
I do want to ask Chance though, whether you're religious or not, maybe I would consider myself maybe more spiritual and that kind of thing. Going through your transition that you're going through and continue to go through still, I assume it's in some aspects. Did that ever weigh on your beliefs about God? And you could just be an atheist and be like, I don't fucking believe in shit. Or you could believe in God. And if you do, did your transition make you question everything about yourself because other people are looking at you differently, maybe? And that has to somehow kind of hurt deeply inside of who you are as a person. Like, no one wants to feel judged like that, It's a bad feeling, man.
I felt that way for a long time.
Yeah.
Every day. But this is what God is pushing me to do. That's how I feel.
Have you ever broken down and just cried? Like, fucking, I wish I never did this.
Oh.
Or, I mean, was that like hurtful, like something you thought about? Like, you just broke down and been like, fuck this. I wish I never started this thing because of just the judgment of the family. And
yeah. And the biggest thing is the health problems that I've had from it.
Yeah.
I never in my life had high blood pressure.
Yeah.
And
well, that's something that people should be aware of too while making transitions. So thank you for being informative on that. So it's the high blood pressure. It's the
enlarges all of the organs.
Wow.
He never ever had issues.
Okay, so now that you have started the transition, do you consider going back or not going forward?
I'm not going to stop. I've stopped for the past couple months, but I'm going to keep.
I was just wondering due to your health concerns. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. I've thought about it.
Yeah.
It's been a rough road.
Can you go back?
No.
You can't. Once it's done, it's
I
done.
would never want to go back.
Yeah.
But
Do they?
I could never see.
I wanna-
you have to like withdraw off of that shit.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question, but first, can you pick up that? Can you get that ring light? And then I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a question. The stupid. I went to go grab a beer, and the ring light fell again. So, and I would do it myself.
Quit breaking shit. Hashtag Sebastian fucked up.
Oh, we forgot about that. The hashtag Sebastian.
It's been a long time. I think somebody else started picking that up with other people saying that, but it started with the loud spot. Hashtag Sebastian fucked up.
Yeah, that was a good hashtag for a while. Okay. And cheers comes Chance coming back into the screen here. And here's what I want to ask Chance. I forgot what I was going to ask you. I forgot what I was going to say. What were we talking about? No, I forgot what I was going to say.
The transition.
Well, yeah, I know, but I forgot. Oh, shit. You know what? Speaking of that, I forgot to put this overlay back up. There we go. Okay. Do they warn you about medical issues before?
Yes.
They tell you all of it.
Okay, well, that's good.
You have to be willing to take.
Yes.
We just realized it was going to be that detrimental.
Would
They
you
tell you about it.
would you do it if you're at 0.0 right now, still a female in a relationship with Liz, as Krista? Okay, would you at this point, knowing what you've been through, do the whole process all over again?
50-50.
Not
But,
sure.
I think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The health issues, it's more the health issues that I guess are probably more concerning than anything else. Because you look great, and I'm sure you're pleased with the way everything's turned out as far as looks wise, and the beard looks fucking awesome. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. If you go through a transition, I would assume if you are a female starting a transition to come into a male, the one thing you definitely want is a fucking beard, because that's going to almost solidify the fact that you're a man, right?
Yes.
So do you plan on growing it as long? Do you shave it at all, or do you trim it, or do you grow it?
I've had it like this long before.
No way.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
didn't look so like the sideburns didn't look so thick when I first met you.
Because it's gone back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't
shaved
get
all of it
I
because I
couldn't-
worked at the fucking prison. I worked at a prison and I had to keep my face shaved every day. They did not like that shit.
Okay, so
I have so many questions, but
Ask.
well,
Ask away.
Dawn, go ahead. But I want to ask this real quick. Is Dawn's frozen? There she is. She's back. Okay. Somebody out there that may be listening to this podcast. I brought you on the show I'm genuinely curious, but also to get a voice out there for people that are transgender, don't want to always do stuff like this because they're worried that we're going to get attacked. And I told you, I promise you, I'll make the best light out of it. I have some questions that are going to be curious, but I'm not going to make you, in any way make you feel horrible about anything. If there is somebody out there listening right now to this podcast that are thinking about going through the transitional phase and becoming, let's say, because you're a female going to be a male, what would be, and you have to think about it for a second, one of the number one pieces of advice you could give them?
I'm going to have to think about it for a minute because I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a hard one to come up with an answer with, huh? But you're still thinking about it yourself.
Yeah.
It's not something that is irreversible. Once it starts, that's it.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can stop. If you want to continue, then there are some medical things that you have to take care of. You have to get a hysterectomy.
Mm-hmm.
You have to literally take out all of
The female organs.
parts. You don't necessarily.
And make sure you go to the doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do not.
Normal visits.
Do not. I repeat. Do not do anything testosterone wise on the street. It has to be supervised.
Yeah.
Can you still get pregnant?
Yes.
You can. Wouldn't that be weird? Just like a bearded pregnant person.
Well, I mean, he's got to be exposed, and I'm pretty sure Liz doesn't have the penis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
Do you remember that magazine that came out? It was
The guy gave.
dude.
Yeah, was that used to be a girl?
Yes, but everybody was like, "What the fuck? A dude got pregnant?"
Oh,
Yeah.
I have no. Okay, so have you guys thought about? And okay, I know we talked about this kind of earlier.
I would never put him through that. Absolutely
No.
not.
But have you ever? Let's say somewhere down the line, you decide, maybe we do want a kid of our own, right? Let's hypothetically say.
I would like to use both for eggs.
But would you be the pregnant one?
Yes. 100%.
Not you at all.
Absolutely.
Will
not.
your pregnancy, being able to get pregnant, ever go away? Because you don't have a period.
If he has the hysterectomy, which is part of the process, then yeah, he won't be able to get pregnant.
Right.
And you don't have a period anymore.
No.
That's gone.
Yes.
Thank God, right? Oh my God.
Hey, see that?
Hold on.
Does he not get angry anymore at that time of the month?
Hold on.
I have sympathy pains for her.
No, well, I've had a hysterectomy, and I still have PMS. Not gonna lie. I still have PMS symptoms. I still get bitchy. I still have the cramps, but I have no uterus.
You know what you have, Don? I'll tell you what you have right now.
Micro penis.
You wish.
Maybe.
Right before he's supposed to have a shot, he gets super
Hormonal.
edgy. Edgy.
Yeah.
Like short. And I'm just like, hey, you're not mad at me, honey. Like,
Mhm.
I'm like an angry old man.
yeah. And I'm like, listen, let's do your shot real quick.
I think this might be the button right here. I'm not sure. Hold on.
You need Jesus in your life.
I should have played that. I got to move that button over somewhere else. I love it. There we go. Okay.
You're so stupid.
Just a couple more questions I want to ask, and we can end the show. We've been on here quite a while, but I do want to ask you, Chance, since you were a child, I know that you always knew that you were attracted to women, okay? That's one thing. But to feel like you should have been maybe born a male, and maybe that's not, maybe you don't think you should have been born a male, maybe you just wanted to be. I think everyone has, you can't pigeonhole one person's thoughts into everybody's thoughts. And society does that, where they think, they think they should be born a male. Maybe did not think that. Maybe just wanted to because that was just kind of something you felt like doing. Since you were a kid, though, always being attracted to women, what people don't understand is people are born gay. And I think people need to understand that. That's just the fucking way it is. A lot of people don't even want to be gay that are gay. They try to fight it, but they can't. That tells me if you're trying to fight something, you can't fight it. That means that's just the way you fucking are. That's the way your DNA is built. That's just who you are. That's it. Get over it. But to transition from female to male, was that something that you felt you need to be done that you were born with, or was that a decision that you decided to make?
No, I early on felt that way. Like when I was 6-7 years old, I was wearing basketball shorts, t-shirt, short haircut.
Yeah. Have you ever had a boyfriend?
A couple.
Yeah. Like high school boyfriends?
Yes.
Only because you came from a super religious family. Like you had to. You didn't have a choice.
Like, so I'm friends with
behind the scenes.
I'm friends with a lot of my old girlfriends from high school and after high school, just on Facebook and stuff like that. We don't like talking stuff like that, but we on Facebook, are you still friends with some of your friends, like your high school boyfriends?
He was gonna be our donor, and he was gay as fuck.
Well, how sweet is that?
He's in Germany.
Yeah,
He is
fabulous.
Oh, one of my best friends now is in Germany, lives in Germany. That's so awesome.
I will give you my sperm.
That's
I've met every single one of his exes. Whenever,
sweet.
unfortunately, I don't want to go too far into it, but whenever the passing of his mom, all the people that were in her life that was with him were there, and I'm copacetic, chill. Like we all are here just to get along.
I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask both of you this. Okay, Liz, since you have the microphone, I'll ask you first. being out of the closet, so you call it, right? That's what it's being gay, lesbian, whatever, out of the
I've
closet.
been out a lot longer
Okay.
than he has.
Is it hard? Is your family accepting?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Semi.
Chance's family is, I think, less accepting, and I want
Mine is way more than his.
Okay, and I want to ask Chance.
They call him he, him.
I want to
Say
ask
what? Hold on. They call him what?
he, him.
He, him.
Okay.
They've accepted.
Oh, your family. Your family.
Our family has, yeah.
I thought you said something else, and I was fixing it. I needed to bite my tongue. So thank you for correcting me.
Is it hard? You need Jesus. Is it?
I got Jesus. That's why I was biting my tongue. I was trying to be nice.
Is it hard for you to love your family when there's love lost about your life choices?
It makes it.
I guess that's it. That's the other question.
Yeah.
Is it?
Makes
Yeah.
us not want to change.
I struggle every day. Like my favorite cousin, Stacy, she is my best friend. She was my best friend, and she just doesn't talk to me anymore.
Damn.
Oh, baby.
I was going to ask if Stacy's mom's got it going on, but I feel like that might not be a good joke.
She's the preacher's wife.
Shut up.
She's so mean.
Wait, hold on. She's the preacher's. Stacy's the preacher's wife.
No,
No.
she's the
Stacy's mom's.
Stacy's mom is the preacher's wife.
Yeah.
So Stacy's mom does not got it going on. We'll put it that way. And Stacy is very religious, right?
She's such an amazing person. She just has her
She works in
She
church, but she's very
stuck.
open to
conversations,
She
or
loves, and she tries to understand. Is that what you're saying?
She
Exactly.
tries, but she
Struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the religious side.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that do understand are tied to their religious beliefs and their families, and people are scared to get out of their box because they don't want their families to turn a blind eye towards them when they really don't even give a shit about anything else anyways.
And it really comes back to what I said earlier. A lot of people just fear what they don't understand. So it's just an automatic response of aggression towards it, shunning it. And it's just because they don't understand.
Just because we are doing whatever they feel is however they feel.
Have their beliefs. Yeah.
We are still respectful and we do not retaliate. We do not come back with any kind of negativity. You feel the way
here's something else too. You do understand that toxic is toxic, right?
100%.
Okay. With that being said, I am not telling you not to speak to your family, but if it makes you feel uncomfortable and they hurt you all the time, it's okay to love at a distance.
My biggest, I will go ahead and disclose this because it's been heavy on my heart and on my mind. Getting rid of toxic family members is one of the hardest things that I am currently going through.
Mm-hmm.
I have chosen to not go to the holidays because I am not a once a year type of person. So
Right.
I'm not going to go to that once a year function
And be fake.
Everything is going to, right.
Right.
So about to have these conversations with my family, it terrifies me, but it's the best decision that I feel that I have made because I've been happier. It's hard.
I think with your relationship and your marriage that you have,
it's hard.
Anything that's going to make Chance happier is going to make you happier naturally.
And here's a suggestion for you as well. You're your own family now. Start your own traditions. Invite people over, and if they want to come, and
We already have plans.
There you go, baby. Start your own traditions. When you are grown and you start your own family, that is your family now. And that is your priority. And it's okay to cut out toxicity and start your own traditions. You're not obligated to that shit.
Yeah.
You're not obligated to subject yourself to rudeness and snide remarks and low-key shade and just abuse. You don't have to do that. No matter what the reason, whether it's religion, whether it's opinions, it doesn't matter. Toxic is toxic. Being a Christian myself, I do not follow everything by no means, but I do follow that major commandment is I love. And if I go to hell because I love, then I'll be going to hell. So
I do want Chance said, I don't know if you heard him, but he says he fucking loves you, Dawn. And
I love you too, baby. I didn't hear you. The mic didn't pick up, and plus I was talking.
There we go.
Thank you.
You guys make me all teary-eyed over here. Okay, the last thing I want to say, fuck you guys, man.
We love you, Blanche. We love you.
Shut up.
Deep
You
conversation.
guys got me. God damn it. Okay. Last thing I want to say is I do want to ask something that maybe we didn't bring up that you want to talk about that maybe is a feel of importance to bring up about what you're going through, just generally speaking.
What's the question?
I don't know because I was crying. Okay. The question was, is there anything that you want to bring up that maybe I didn't bring up that you feel is important to discuss before we end the show?
Is there anything that stands out that you really want to say? The top of the list of telling people how you feel
With your transition, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm happy that I'm a man, but just be careful.
Mm-hmm. Make sure to weigh the pros and cons and the health risks. Right.
Liz, anything? I think
You too, baby. Come on. You've got something in there. Come on. Just take it. If it takes a minute, take a minute.
Chance is strong, but to be with her, she has to be just as strong as he is. Otherwise, this ain't going to work out.
Well, that's how a team is. That's what a partnership in a marriage is.
I mean, really, people.
You're in it together.
Yes. And people throw so much shade on transition, and everybody wants to know what's underneath the covers. And that's none of nobody's damn business.
You're exactly right. What goes on behind closed doors in your home ain't nobody's damn business.
Right. And
you don't owe no explanation to anybody.
Right. And nobody wants to concentrate on the reality of what we deal with because
Right.
it's been a road. We're going on 5 years and we met and 2 months later tied the knot.
You knew.
And here we are.
Sometimes you know.
Never thought in my life as a lesbian.
When you know, you know.
Right.
That's right.
You know.
But I never thought that I would be here, and I wouldn't trade for anything.
Well, I just encourage you both to just keep being there for each other. Don't let people tear you down. Just support each other. You with every marriage, whether it is transgender, regular fucking marriages, just you're gonna go through your shit. But if it's your person, it's your person.
Right.
There's no regular marriage.
There's not.
You're right. Because everyone has their ups and their downs, and everyone. I mean, people are just people, man.
Yeah.
Life happens. Shit gets hard. Just support each other.
I do want to thank both Chance and Liz for coming over and doing this very special podcast with us.
It is an honor to meet you guys as well. Both of you. This is my first time getting to speak with you guys, and as a transgender or transitioning couple, it's
We love you. And
it's eye opening. It's eye opening because I've always been curious, but you don't want to offend anyone by asking the questions. So thank you for your time coming on and giving some clarity.
And being honest.
Yeah. So brave. It takes a lot of courage to do this.
I knew Chance would eventually say yes.
Thank you, Chance.
I didn't think he was going to.
I was working on him.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Sebastian, for being freaking persistent.
If you do this shit with me, yeah, let's do it.
I was already like,
That's for the whole entire thing, and that's so awesome. Yeah, the courage you have. I think it's awesome. I think a lot of people just don't understand things, and this is going to shed some light to everyone that doesn't understand
We're
anything.
normal like
you know?
everybody else.
You just
We
don't
buy groceries like everybody else.
That's right.
We work like everybody else.
Take a shit.
And what they do behind closed doors ain't none of your fucking business. No way. Quit asking about that.
That's all the time. Hey, I think we did great. That's all the time we got. Thank you again. Dawn, what do you think? We end the show?
Adios.
Peace
Love
out.
you guys.
Rock on.
Much love.
There we go.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.